Hi, it's Lawrence from MorePeople. I'm here with Beth from our marketing team. We're here to chat about life at MorePeople and why we are still here and why we joined.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So I can't remember how long you've been here now, Beth.
You know what? I feel part of the furniture, to be honest. It's been ages now, it hasn't. It's been a year and a half, a little bit over actually. I know. It's just gone so quickly. And for you, how long have you been here now?
It'll be 7 years in April.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's changed a lot. So I always do the old reminiscing of the old office and when it was again only 11 of us in the office and it's like 3 times the size of that now and some. So it's definitely changed over the
Yeah.
7 years, but yeah, it's crazy on that front.
I mean, when I first walked into the office, I remember my interview, like I was actually in awe of like just the whole setup. I think not many businesses are able to showcase the luxury of their office and how nice ours actually is. So that was huge. I mean, it is just so nice.
I still remember the old office being on 2 floors, the bottom floor being slightly below ground level. And there was about 3 or 4 of us stood at this window about shin height out from outside. And 2 guys walked out of the car garage and they just sort of saw us all just stood at this window on our phones. And it must, from the external, it must have just looked the weirdest situation ever. But yeah, coming here and now having the open plan office with 40 odd people in it, it's a different world altogether.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the office probably was one of the reasons why I joined. I mean, thinking about it now, when you look onto like social media and stuff like that, I think that is definitely somewhere you would go first if you're looking to find a new job. Like if you've got an interview, I definitely did. I don't know if that's just because I work in marketing or whether
I was going to say, are you claiming that you've sorted all the social media?
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. But like when I got my first interview, I looked on the MorePeople Insta and it's just a really good platform to showcase like what your culture's about and who the business is and, everything like that. So I'm just trying to think like of what I did see. I think it was all of the like dragon boat race stuff.
Was it?
Because
that's going round again soon, isn't it?
It is actually. We'll be doing that in June.
June.
Yeah. So we'll see how many people drop out last minute. I've said that I will volunteer as tribute, but I don't know how that's going to go. It was just like super fun things like that. And it's what makes working fun, right?
How did you actually know about MorePeople?
Because I've lived in Stamford my whole life, and it was one of my friends actually said about MorePeople because she went to the gym, and it just shows like how small Stamford is, and how the name gets around. And then I saw the job role, and then we just went from there really.
So yeah, because I think it was a friend of mine and they'd come and interview and then they sort of came and sort of said to me, I was like, because I was in a job at the time and I'd post rugby had decided recruitment could be a thing, and then about a year and a half later had said to me like, it's just a cool place to work and you'd get on really well with Andy, and next thing you know I'm having a coffee with him and yeah, it was the most informal chat I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
But again, it just felt like I'd known him for 5 years, and recruitment was an opportunity for something I didn't know much about to then go, what are the opportunities in recruitment? How far can you go? Well, the sky's the limit. And we always talk about it, don't we, of like blue sky thinking and career opportunities. I mean, that's what, certainly from a personal level, that's what keeps me here. And that's what excites me about the future is actually, I joined as a resourcer, a brand new role that they'd never had before, learning the trade. 7 years later, divisional manager, and I keep trying to push for even more. And those three chaps out there, the 3 directors, constantly pushing you to do more and want more. And whatever your opportunity is, it's massive. So. Would I have thought I would be here 7 years later? No, but I could 100% see myself being here for a long, long time.
Absolutely.
But Yeah, very exciting.
Learning is just a huge part of More People in itself. I mean, you covered loads there, but if we think back to like our conference that we have,
Yeah.
I mean, we do the More People conference every year, normally in July, and that's like a huge day that, I mean, so many people spend so much time planning and prepping for that. We have them like theme days. So last year it was festival themed, wasn't it? So we were there in like our More People merch.
Yeah.
We had like a DJ there, obviously. It was
Flamethrower.
yeah.
Fire breather.
Yeah, all of the acts.
That was dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Watch your hair. It was super fun, but then a jam-packed day of just like intense learning and self-development and so much training, which is amazing. So that just showcases that look, you can start here, join a job, and you don't just ride it out. You know, there's so many different ways that you can progress, and in a fun way as well. It's not just so rigid.
No, absolutely. I think that's the biggest thing. Again, how many people out there really thought they were going to get into recruitment at any given time? I don't think it's a career necessarily you set out from school to do, but
No.
you know, everyone out there comes from different backgrounds, different educational levels, you know, different age brackets and whatnot. But again, everyone's on a level playing field, and I think look, it's a tough job, but certainly from a recruitment perspective. Marketing, I know, is difficult in your own right, but we do have fun. We do get together. We like to have a social on a good time, and enjoy what we do. And I think that's another element you've got to do, isn't it? You've got to come to work and enjoy it and want to keep coming back. So
absolutely, there's so many things outside of your typical like recruitment schedule that you can get involved in as well. So like we have social committee, that's something that we organise. Like we'll think of things to do after work. We've done like game shows. We're thinking about doing things for like Pancake Day, for example. It's just little things like that even if it's just an hour at lunchtime or an hour after on a Friday or something like that, it's just another reason to get involved and just strengthen the culture.
Can you give any secrets away as to what's coming up or not? It's all hush hush, isn't it? It's like a secret squirrel club.
It is super secret. I mean, I've already mentioned Pancake Day, but also we might be doing something for the Winter Olympics. So, yeah.
Oh dear. Too much lycra.
Yeah, I'm not getting involved in that
No.
or the sport, but I'm happy to clap on the side.
And you mentioned the conference. Have you been involved in organising the conference this year, or?
I have, only slightly, but I've sworn to secrecy.
I was going to say I won't probe you too much.
No, there's definitely rumours going around the office, though, isn't there?
There is absolutely rumours. Yeah, I mean the little drip feed of being abroad and 3 days away. I mean that's. They like to better it each year, don't they, and do something a bit different. So whenever this comes out, I think it'll either have been a success or we'll still be on tenterhooks. But it should be good.
Yeah, for sure. I remember when I first joined and just getting to know like all of the different teams and their specialisms. Like it was really overwhelming at the start. I remember sitting down with you. I think you actually drew me a diagram that I was like,
the famous
diagram. Of just the ins and outs of the operation world in food and all sorts. But I've learned so much like that, especially from like a technical perspective as well. The guys there, I mean, what they deal with in terms of like quality and all of that is huge.
You realise again the sort of width and breadth of what we actually cover, and again the opportunity within the different sectors and how we're sort of snowballing off into very relevant sectors, but really specific, and the next environmental sustainability, renewable energy piece as well. It's really there's so much that we can keep going at with that. We spoke about everyone being slightly different, coming from different backgrounds as well. It's funny how we all have our own little teams and we all get on and all have our lunches and all have our little bits of banter and stuff like that. It's
definitely,
I don't know if everyone would want to be in operations and engineering, but
I mean, I sit directly behind you guys, so I have the privilege of hearing the conversations, and
the good and bad.
And I'll just famously just sit and laugh and smile, but exactly.
But I think everyone gets on, don't they?
They
I think,
do.
like you were saying with the the extracurricular stuff, the social committee, when we do all come together, everyone gets on, don't they? And I think
Yeah,
we all try and
exactly.
put up with each other at least.
Yeah, and everybody's competitive side comes out as well. Yeah, I don't know if that's just something as a tick box that Andy and Rich have when they employ people here, but it's, yeah, a different side of people come out for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So you said you're here for a year and a half. Now you've been in a year and a half. What would you maybe give yourself advice on? Would you do anything different, or would you come in with open eyes? How would you reflect on that?
That's a really tough question. I think I was maybe a little bit timid at the start because maybe you don't think that. You thought that I was
no,
crazy person.
Absolutely not.
No, I think I was a little bit timid and a bit shy at the start, and I was probably just in awe, I think, of how big the office is. Like, I've only worked in like really small groups and companies before, so working on this scale was a shock. But I think you've just got to be yourself. Like, you're getting hired because everyone in the business likes you, and you fit the culture. So be yourself. I think always say yes is a good piece of advice. There's going to be times where there's circumstances that you think, oh, that's a bit outside of my comfort zone. Like the exec dinners we have, for example, like
absolutely,
they could be super scary at times, and the thought of them, but you get into the room and you just relax and be yourself.
What does that? I know it's not Andy's quote, but Andy constantly quotes, what is it? Embarrassment is the cost of entry.
Yeah,
I think it's that you've got to really embrace that. And I'd probably say the same thing for my first year, and even now, are you challenging yourself to put yourself in uncomfortable situations and keep challenging yourself to better yourself? And there's loads of great people out there that are doing the same, that you just you're in awe of people as well, aren't there? There's some really good examples out there. So.
Yeah, I mean, being in front of the camera was something that I would
usually behind it.
Exactly. I'm usually sorting out all the shots and whatnot and from these guys, but being the other side is I definitely didn't think that I'd be doing that this morning. Did you? So
no. The 30 seconds prep that we had was good, wasn't it?
Exactly. That was enough, right?
Yeah, totally under the bus with that one. So thanks, Andy and Rich. Yeah, but it's great. I think we're always trying to think of other things to throw ourselves into as well, isn't it? And give back and give a bit of a different insight into what life here at MorePeople's like, and also some insight into the industry as well, because we've had some fantastic guests across the board on this podcast.
We have, and from an internal perspective as well, like the podcast is such a good opportunity for your personal brand as well, right? So to have this as part of your, I don't know, just even to back it up on LinkedIn, for example, to have an episode out there is just showing to candidates and clients that you're trusted and you know what you're talking about.
Sometimes.
Hopefully.